So market cycle as we know it has been pretty consistent, right? From cycle to cycle to cycle, they've played out almost exactly the same way. And it's made things very predictable for us to, chart out what is ahead. And some things are in fact coming out a little bit different at this point. That may be the reason why we haven't taken off in a big way yet across the crypto market. All right. And I want to talk about what this means for ADA and really the rest of the space. So the big thing I'm watching right now is this ETH BTC pairing. And the reason I'm doing that is we go through these different phases in crypto. Phase 1, BTC flips around, it starts climbing. Phase 2, Ethereum starts outpacing BTC, massive surges. And then we start to see phase 3, where big alts like ADA, large cap coins, begin to gain dominance versus Bitcoin, go on big surges to the upside before, we start to see small caps take off in phase 4. And what's kind of bizarre about this is never this late in the cycle have we seen Ethereum still searching for a bottom versus BTC. And there's a big reason why I think this is. But what's kind of weird is when we look back at, cycle after cycle, usually in the year prior to the halving, or at least around the year of the halving, ETH finds its bottom and starts to climb. You guys can see this in October of 2015. We can see it again here in September of 2019. And that would lead you to believe somewhere, in late 2023, that Ethereum would have found its bottom versus BTC. And we thought we had all the way back here in October, right? On trend, cool, awesome, ready to start surging. But yet we have actually seen this continue to drop. In fact, we just set a new low versus BTC just the other day, lowest level we've seen since April of 2021. And what that means is that we still haven't seen the start of phase 2. So what that means is that this isn't alt season yet. All right. We talked about alt season, a few months ago. And the reason why is because trends were looking like this, right? We looked like we had bottomed versus BTC in terms of Ethereum. We were flipping around. We were starting to make some surges. And then we've just dealt with kind of this continuation of events, right? Negative events hitting the space. I wish I'd pulled up, I talked about this in my SHIB video earlier today, but just negative event, people de-hedging from more risky assets. All right. Excuse me. And flowing into something like BTC or some retail capital just in general, kind of leaving the market. That's the reason why we've seen the global market cap of crypto on the drop. And a big reason why I think this cycle is playing out a little bit different has to do with institutional money, right? Institutional money is the big reason why BTC pushed to a new all-time high before the halving. It has never happened before. We've never dealt with that. And they kind of caused a bunch of short liquidations. We saw tens of billions of dollars enter the market that wasn't there before, which is great. I'm not going to complain about that, but it's made the markets kind of do some sporadic things. And now because of all these negative events, you're seeing kind of some of these alts bleed off in a little bit, or in a little ways, like we've seen with ADA, right? ADA's bled off versus the market. We've seen ADA dominance on the fall, which normally at this time, ADA dominance is bottomed. Okay. That's why this cycle is looking a little bit different than others, right? BTC dominance still on the rise. We just set a new high the other day. So again, this isn't alt season yet. We haven't even seen the start of phase 2. Now, this actually can be a very good thing. It can be a bad thing. It can be a good thing. If we haven't seen the start of phase 2, but we keep a normal timeline, it means we're going to have a much shorter time where alts are running versus BTC than what we've experienced in the past. All right. Now, this is not a guarantee. This isn't to spook anybody, because just as we haven't seen that time take off yet, it means that time can be more explosive. But what this also may indicate too is that we're gearing up for a much longer extended super cycle. All right. Now, again, not a guarantee, not financial advice or anything like that. We're still a long way from calling that right now. I've talked about the possibility of this being a super cycle in general because of institutional adoption, because of enterprise adoption, because of mass adoption. And what that means is that assets that are heavily driven by retail, like ADA, can go on even bigger surges than we experienced early on in this cycle, even bigger surges than what we've experienced in the past. And you will see BTC dominance drop off in a way that we have not seen in a while. All right. Now, again, we have to be patient. There's more data that we need to actually say this is going to happen. There's just a lot of questions right now. Okay, that's the best way to describe this. Now, this hasn't changed my bullishness in the crypto market. This hasn't changed my confidence in ADA or anything like that. It actually kind of renews that confidence a little more. Because when we talk about something that can get heavily ingrained in all three of those areas, enterprise, retail, and institutional money, ADA is one of the few that can do it. There are some institutional funds that have ADA in it and have been accumulating. That's awesome. Not in a big way yet, but we're also seeing adoption from enterprise in terms of the Cardano blockchain. We're seeing adoption from government in terms of the Cardano blockchain. Retail tends to like ADA anyways. It tends to perform its best when retail money is flowing. So you combine all three of those, and it's something that frankly starts to be in the conversations with, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and this isn't to say it's going to pass them or anything like that, right? We're still a long ways from that. But there's much bigger implications that can come from this. When all those three things start working together and you start to see some of these bigger moves across the crypto market, it wouldn't surprise me if ADA starts taking some big steps versus both of these other assets. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.